I think we can all agree that the world has never been more divided. And you might be wondering, can my relationship survive these political differences? And if so, how? So that is what we are going to talk about today. Make sure you watch the video right to the end. My name is Michelle Baxo, and for empowering advice for women when it comes to love and empowerment in our lives and in our relationships, be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell so you're notified as videos are released. Now, it makes perfect sense that given what's been going on this past year, political disagreements have been driven up like nobody's business. And this is causing some really challenging conversations and even strained or ending relationships. These political differences don't have to be a problem, but they often become a problem when one or both parties feel really passionate about their view, and not just about it being right, but it's on this moral or value-based level. Like maybe you would die for freedom, and yet your spouse is willing to compromise their freedom in the name of saving lives. Who's right? Who's wrong? Both. Neither. Now look, some relationships really don't survive political differences, and that's okay. But for those of you that want to give it a real go, I've got some really great strategies for you to not only withstand your political differences in your relationship, but it just might even strengthen it. All right, there's 5 strategies. So strategy number 1 is that convincing ends today. It must end today. It's gonna start with you. I will get the other person on that bandwagon as well. But look, do you really need another person to agree with you in order for you to love them or for you to feel love from them? I hope not. Right? So the convincing, trying to get them to see your view, whatever it takes, that must stop today if you want the relationship to stand a chance. And if you want to make this relationship even better because of your political differences, I want you to consider how these differences might actually be better for your relationship, surrounding yourself with people who have opposing views. All right, now pop in the comments, how might being in a relationship with someone in an opposing view benefit your relationship and make it even stronger? It's all in how we look at it. Strategy number 2 is to release moral judgment. As I said, the fuel, the passion behind these opposing views often stems from a place of morality or value-based thinking, which is a beautiful thing. However, if you start judging somebody for what their values are, for what their morals are, that is going to end in a very dark place when it comes to that relationship. So can you be open to the idea that different people value different things? Sometimes we even have the same values, but we value one more than another. Can we be okay with that without having a difference in moral or value-based thinking be like a character default for that other human being? I know it's challenging, believe me, I know, but I really invite you to give that a go. Now, as we're going through these strategies, pop in the comments and let me know, who in your life are you thinking about right now? Who, and it might be one person, it might be your spouse or partner, it might be a parent, it might be a sibling, a friend, a colleague. Who in your life has opposing views where you notice, oh my gosh, this really could be straining our relationship? Who is it? It might be one person, it might be 10 people. Pop it in the comments for me. These steps will be much more useful to you if you're keeping someone in mind as you go through it. Strategy number 3, move from debating to understanding. Now, I like a good debate as much as the next person. Okay, there's something kind of fun and exciting about it. However, when it comes to your relationship, it will be much more valuable for both of you and for your relationship to focus the conversation on understanding each other's views, understanding each other's values and their morals, and why they see things the way they see them. All of a sudden, you're having access to knowing and understanding your partner and being seen by your partner in a whole new way, rather than, if we bring it back to that first strategy, having it be about trying to get the other person to agree with you, right? So focusing on understanding rather than debating. Strategy number 4 comes naturally next, and that's getting into the other person's world. Now, this can be really challenging when we believe so strongly in our own values and morals and beliefs and understanding, and we should feel really strong there, but we don't need to be threatened by the idea of understanding and having the perspective, being able to relate to the perspective of the other person's view. So when they're sharing, when you're learning and you're understanding their view, actually get in their world. Get yourself to the point where you can go, oh, I can totally get why he sees it that way. Okay, if you can get yourself there, then you have put yourself in the other person's shoes. And strategy number 5 is navigate in between the truths. You both have opposing views, opposing political views. They're both right, they're both wrong, okay, they're both valid views. Now, one of the reasons why sometimes we stand so strong in our own and we get this defense mechanisms, our armor comes up and we get heated about it or triggered by it is because we're scared of compromising our truth. But we need to navigate something in between here, right? Because if we're only willing to see things the way we see them, then how do we grow? How do we learn? How do we create harmony on this planet? It's just not possible. At the same time, I don't want you to be a leaf in the wind. If somebody tells you something different, I don't want you to start going, okay, I'll agree with you, or you seem pretty sure of yourself, I'll agree with you. No. So this is a perfect opportunity to be navigating in between. This is so much of the work I do with my clients, right? Rather than swinging from one extreme to another, I agree with you or I disagree with you. It's like, can we navigate in between? And in this case, between you living your truth and being open to the truth of others. All right, it doesn't mean you have to agree with them, but being open to it. And that is not a streamlined process. That is a journey. That is a navigation system that I truly invite you to do. Okay? So first of all, let me know when you look at those different strategies, which one for you is going to be the stickiest? And you know it. You know in your gut. Which one for you you're like, oh, that one's hard for me. Okay? Pop it in the comments and let me know. And if you're willing, you could even say why. Like, why is it extra challenging for you? What's going to be the challenge for you? And are you willing to practice it? Okay, so any of that, pop that in the comments. All right, I've got 2 next steps for you. The first is to participate in my Power Love visualization exercise. All right, so it's kind of like a guided meditation. It's very active. This is not something to go fall asleep to. Okay, it's you really connecting to your inner truth, who you really want to be for yourself and the people around you and in your life. Okay, and I would apply it to this area since you're here watching this video today. It's very powerful. Secondly, come join us in my Facebook group. It's a community of empowered women where we really take on our relationships with others and our relationships with ourselves. So that link's in the comments as well. Come join in. There's lots of trainings. There's lots of inspiration. It's a beautiful place to be. And actually, I have a third next step for you, and that is to take these strategies and put them into practice today. Pick someone, whether it's your partner, your spouse, someone you're on a first date with, maybe it's your sister or your mom. Practice these right away. And if this video was valuable to you, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone in your life, maybe the person that you're doing this work with or someone else that you believe would get value from this, and be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so that you get notified of videos as they're released. Now, if there is something you just wish I would make a video about, make an episode about, please also put that in the comments. Let me know. I'm always interested in providing things that you're interested in, that you need. This channel is for you. So let me know what you want more training on, and I will get right on it. Take care.